What is up, Niner Empire? Jerry Phresh here with another fresh perspective. Boy, am I excited about what the 49ers have been putting out on the field. I mean, yeah, we all thought the 49ers were going to be doing fantastic, but not this good. Don't sit there and say you thought this good. Even those who were saying 13-3 and 14-2, you were just saying it, right? You were just going up against people because it was like Cowboys fans and Rams fans and Raiders fans. And you got to say, you can't back down to them, so you just shouting stuff out. You're like, man, and deep down inside, you're like, please let this be right. And then all of a sudden the 49ers come out playing, and you're like, oh my gosh, this might actually be right. Fam, our team is playing the game of football the way it's supposed to be played, and we ain't even scratched the surface yet. I'm also excited about my next guest on this show. He is known all over YouTube for being one of the 49er gurus pumping it up. Please welcome Ronbo Sports.
Jerry Phresh, P-H-R-E-S-H. Yes, indeed. Hey, Jerry, you know what? First of all, I want you to know, I am so flattered that you asked me to join you for this podcast. Jerry, I got to do it, man. Are you ready? Because if I don't do it, you know, it's just not me. Niners! Hey, Jack, I gotta tell you, man, that's becoming a real problem with me. I do that, I mean, sometimes when it's not even necessary. I'm talking about outside the 49ers circle. I could be anywhere and I'd jump up and do that. I just love our team so much.
Ronbo, I'm telling you, you bring the hype, man. You're always on fire for the 49ers. This podcast, I wanted to do something a little different, Ronbo. I wanted to just let the people get to know you, let the Empire get to know you a little bit more. So just to start it off, Ronbo, how are you doing today, man? How have you been?
You want to know how I'm doing? You want to know how I'm doing? Jerry, I'm doing as good as a 49er fan would do after going, how many years has it been? I'm talking about a drought of mediocrity for how long? I'm doing fine! Oh my God, I'm doing fine. I'm loving every minute of being a 49er right now in this 2019 season. Or should I say 2019 season?
I'm Jerry Phresh. He's Ronbo Sports, and you're listening to the Fresh Perspective Podcast. So, Ronbo, how did you become a 49er fan? I'm dying to know how the great Ronbo started liking our San Francisco 49ers.
Jerry, and every 49er fan loves answering this question. My story's probably not unique. Probably a lot of people started out the same way. You know, your dad is usually your uncle or relative to somebody, is usually someone who gets you involved with sports on TV. And there I am. I think I'm about 10, maybe 10, 9, 10, 11 years old, somewhere in there. I know I wasn't quite a teen, not even a sub-teen at 12. But, you know, I got my dad in there. You know, Dad was a Rams fan. Yeah, I come in there watching football with Dad, and he'd be talking about the Rams had some great players, man. I mean, Merlin Olsen, the fearsome foresman, those guys. You know, I was right around that time, right? So I'm like enjoying these guys, and you know, it was a few years after that, because you know, I liked football, but you know, as a little guy, I wasn't really, I was more into playing than I was watching it on TV, right? So there I was, and then a few years later, the 49ers emerged, and I've always been a guy that liked the underdog. Yeah, so the 49ers are impressive all of a sudden. And I'm thinking, you know, these guys are fun to watch. I mean, I thought the Rams were cool, but Dad says to me, yeah, well, 49ers, they can't whoop the Rams. So, hey, Dad, you know what? Can we make a bet? So Dad and I made a bet. You know, a little $2, $3 bet, because Dad knows I'm not going to pay anyway. But, you know, we made it light, because $2-3 was like fun to take away from Dad. I was stealing all his money out of his clothes every time he took his clothes off and laid them on the floor anyway. Because, you know, when your dad lays his clothes on the floor, takes his pants off, you hear that clink, 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 clink. I robbed him on a daily basis, Jay. Anyway, there's Dad and I. And the 49ers beat the Rams. I got paid. That's how it all got started, Jerry. I then fell so in love with the 49ers, started knowing all the players' names. I knew Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. I'm watching all these guys. I was like, oh, man, look at this, man. What a minute. You guys are awesome. Super Bowl, man. God.
He's Ronbo Sports. I'm Jerry Phresh, and you're listening to the Fresh Perspective Podcast. Ronbo, I am so glad that you did not become a Rams fan. Niner Empire, can you imagine Ronbo Sports amping up and hyping up the Rams right now? Disgusting. I am so glad that you found your way to the 49ers, man. So, Ronbo, I want to keep talking about the 49ers, but I also want to talk, get you away from that. I feel like everybody gets to get you about football. I mean, you got a show that's on all the time, and it's about the 49ers and about football. I want to know about the channel, man. You got a brand, and it's growing, man. I think you're, 18,000 subscribers strong? How'd you get that started? What would you say made you or encouraged you to get your YouTube brand going?
For some reason, I don't know. Actually, I'm trying to figure out what made me jump up and want to have a YouTube channel. I think I was seeing other guys do it, and I said to myself, I believe I could do a better job than that, because he's got passion and everything, but I'm liking just wanting to do it myself. So I got a YouTube channel. In the beginning, I thought I'm just having fun. And pretty soon I started getting more ideas to add to what I was doing as I was just addressing 49er fans. And then pretty soon I said, what would be fun? Let me set this up so I can take callers and just get crazy with it. And Jerry, I had, in my wildest imagination, I didn't even know if anybody was going to call. And they did. I said, wow, this is really fun. So Ronbo Sports is born. It'd be fun to start over again just to see what it'd be like, though.
You're listening to the Fresh Perspective Podcast with Jerry Phresh and Ronbo Sports. Speaking of your channel and how successful it's been, Ronbo, what advice would you give to someone that's just starting a channel, or maybe they've had a channel and it's not really been growing, but they're doing something that they really love? What could you tell them, or what could you give them to sustain them while they try to get their channel off and running?
What advice? I've been asked that question before. What advice would you give someone starting their channel? And you know what? Hey, just come in, don't care about too much. Go in there and do it for your own satisfaction. I think some people do it for entrepreneurial reasons. I don't know if that's really the best incentive or motive to start talking about something that you're really passionate about, because you might put the brakes on some of the things you might say and do due to the fact that you're trying to be, you don't want to get too businesslike about this. So I would suggest come in with all your heartfelt passion, and that energy will flow through you, right? Because this way people will connect with you if you feel it really sounds sincere. And which is, I'm all about being sincere, but I love being some 49ers. So there it is. Bottom line is, if you love the 49ers, every time you talk, every word is going to burst from your heart. I really mean that. Do I sound like a man who doesn't love the 49ers to death? That would be my bottom line advice. And know what you're talking about. Hey, Jerry, here's the thing. Because if you say the wrong thing, people have been calling me out for years. It's hilarious. Hey, Ronbo, man, that ain't right, man. Blah, 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 blah. So you gotta be up on everything, though. So when you come out correct. I will add that to the advice as well. And be solid and look like you know what you're talking about. There you go. Yeah, how about that?
Man, Ronbo, solid facts right there. I think a lot of times in life, we're taught that whatever you're doing, it needs to make money, or it needs to be something that significantly contributes to the well-being of society or life. You know what I mean? It's always just put on there as if you can't do anything for passion or for fun. You know what I mean? And so a lot of people, including myself, need to hear that, you know what? Continue to do what you love to do, because if you love to do it, you're going to do it at the best of your abilities. You're going to do it at a point that's going to continue to get better and better because you love that thing that you're talking about or you're showcasing, whatever it may be. So I love what you said about that. Don't go out there just trying to be an entrepreneur right off the bat. Grow your brand naturally because it's something you love, and people will they flock to that. You know, they can see the sincerity when you love something. So I love hearing that. I love hearing you say that and how much you have passion for the 49ers. I'm Jerry Phresh, he's Ronbo Sports, and you're listening to the Fresh Perspective Podcast. Now, Ronbo, let's step away from all that, all the football stuff that you've been dealing with, which is awesome. But your channel, it's focused on the 49ers. It's decked out with 49ers, everything Niners. But Ronbo, if you could have a channel about anything else, what would it be?
It's funny you asked that. Jerry, I gotta tell you, I actually contemplated some of the things. I gotta tell you, I love cooking. Not that I'm real good at cooking, but I love cooking, man. It is so much fun to get in the kitchen and just mess up. I read up on recipes all the time. I try to put my twist on it, because if you're a real chef, and I'm not, but if you're a real chef, you try to put your own signature on everything you cook. So I'm really passionate about food in general, and I love to cook it up, and I love when people react to it and say, hey, this is pretty good. There's an incredible satisfaction with that. So yeah, if I was gonna do another YouTube channel, it'd be about cooking. Yeah, it gotta be about cooking, because I've seen some channels where they're cooking, and I really enjoy them. So that would be my other passion. So yeah, football. Jerry, it may come to the point one day I may do a football cooking channel. I mean, is that even possible? It might be. And I have people call in. And what would I have them call in and ask? The ingredients. No, you got to taste it first. It has to be a television show, I guess. Then I need a panel of people to come in and taste it and give me some feedback. I'd ask them questions like, all right, what is the ingredients in this dish? That'd be so much fun. Oh, man.
I can see it now. Introducing to the world, Chef Ronbo. It kind of got some ring to it. And I believe, Ronbo, that the 49er Empire, we got some cooks out there. Tailgating, barbecuing, skillets, frying up stuff, whatever you want. I know the 49ers can throw down in the kitchen. The 49er Empire is ready to go, and we can eat too. That's my role right there. Ronbo, oh, man, it's been good, man, having you here, having you on this show, man. I never thought in 1,000 years that you would come on here with me just to hang out, to talk about something a little bit other than football. I mean, it's always Niners, but it's cool to have you here, Ronbo. Before I let you go, give me some last words, man. Is there anything else you want to say? What would you say to the Empire if you could say anything right now?
Jerry, honestly, man, it's my pleasure. You know what? I'm just delighted you called me in today. You know what I would like to say, though? This year, as we're watching the 49ers grow, it's early. I really do not expect the 49ers to just suddenly crash and burn. That could be the anticipation of a lot of people that are looking at the 49ers right now, and they're just on a roll, looking exactly like we would have anticipated. We did anticipate this weeks ago. But we've done this before. The last year and the year before that, I was saying all kind of things about the 49ers that I had no business saying. But if you look at the process that's taken place so far, I mean, the 49ers have come a long way, but it is honestly the path they've taken. They should be where they are right now. Yeah, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan did a lot of work on this team to put this team together. They are who they should be. And I refuse to think about this team suddenly falling off. So I'm looking forward to the days ahead and the games ahead. And I'm going to, and I said 10-6 before the season. Jerry, I'm going to go right back to 10-6 is still a solid. I think 11-5 is possible. I was a little fearful because I wanted to see what the 49ers were going to be like. They've come out and they played a little sloppy like you and I talked about the other day, and they're still winning games. Now, that's a mark of a team that's got it going on, Jerry. So, hey, tell you what, I'm going 11-5.
And there you have it, the one, the only, Ronbo Sports on Fresh Perspective today. Man, I'm so glad he decided to stop by.
Hey, Jerry, you know what?
Can I say?
Wait. We're done?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna go. Can I do it? Jerry,
okay.
Jerry, hey, Ronbo, man, coming into my program and going crazy like that, man. Come on, man. Jerry, you know I got to do it, man. If I holler in, I got to holler out, huh?
Yes, sir. Come on, Ronbo.
Back up. Niners! For the Fresh Perspective.
Yes, sir.
Fam, look forward to talking to you a little later.
Thank you, Ronbo. Man. Fam, if you haven't got a chance to get on over to Ronbo Sports and we have a problem, go over there to his channel. The man is leading YouTube right now with just 49er content. just talking about the Niners. You get to call in, you get to be a part, you feel like you're a part of the family. That's a huge reason why I got into doing this podcast and making videos. I have to contribute that to Ronbo. He came in, he allowed me to get a call in, and then he just encouraged me, and he's been doing that ever since. And I want to tell you guys that we're a family in the Niner Empire, and that's what we need to do for each other. It's not always a competition, right? We already have, the enemy, as in the Raiders and the Rams and the Cowboys, and you can name them all. But together we shine. So build up those who are trying to get their channels going and everything. That's Ronbo's way. I know a lot of people who won't give him credit, and they've come from him. Like, they've seen his channel, they've been a part of it, and now they have their own, and they don't give him no credit. But Ronbo, he may be eccentric, he may be out there going crazy, but he has a passion for the 49ers. So if I can encourage anybody out there, give credit to where credit is due. You guys keep loving the 49ers. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Please share these videos and have a great day.